Perfect. Alright. Seems like everything should be working just fine. It's just taking a sec for everything to load. Just getting everything set up. Alright. Got everything set up. Let's hop into some ranked. I've been kind of grinding off and on, losing some rating points, which is a shame. But also, you know, I know what we're working with. Especially now that we've gotten the EVO4 spoilers and we aren't getting anything new, which sucks. But, you know, gotta do what we gotta do with what we got. They're going first. This hand is... it's fine, it's not great. This hand is vaguely different. Similar-esque. Ooh, drawing that Nami was good. What do I want to pitch here? Because we're going to play the Nami. Probably set up for a turn 2 peel-off. I feel like it's Nojiko Hanger, because Nami lets us like swing, play Boodle, hold up Apis and Rubber Band, because now they have 2 cheap attackers. They're going diggins for something. Grab a Mihawk SEC, take the life, that's fine. I think we grab this and just hope that we can kind of get down there later. Because we're going to be playing the Boodle and then playing a Kaya probably. Pitch Goner Zeph. Hold up, so if they swing like 2-2, we counter block. Yeah, I like that. Could also rest the Kiku. If they play a Tashigi, nope, they don't, which is totally fine because we have counter. Sucks that we can't really deal with the Kiku, quote unquote, fairly, just because it always restands. Carrot freeze, that is annoying. Rest the carrot? Interesting, okay. Now I wish well, I guess we can Nojiko the carrot, that's not terrible. Do they swing 8 at face is the question they do. I think I will Boodle here, Millipede off, that sucks. Because now it's like we swing into the Perona. Now this is a little more awkward because I don't have anything good to pitch to you, so I think we peel off first. Find a 3000 worlds for the next time they play Carrot, which is good. And we have a Rubber Band to protect the Nami. Can theoretically get to a possession where we can EU with no cards in hand to draw 2, depending on what our draws are, because it's like Rubber Band, play 3000 worlds, we have a draw for turn, Kaya, draw 2, we'll have 1 card left over. If it's like another Kaya, I guess that's all our Dawn, but even still, that's not terrible. still swinging Kiku, which is the right play. We've just happened to have the counter for it every time, which is good. Guess they could play like a Tashigi now, which would be annoying. Nope, they just swing a buttload. Which we'll take. Ooh, Goner. I think we do bounce the Kaya. Alright, so we can 3,000 like her. Kaya. This is really tough. I honestly do think it's like, well, because if we play the Nami here, they have the Mihawk in hand that they can rest to just paralyze it, so it doesn't do us any good. So I think we're pitching a Nami. And unfortunately, I think we're pitching a U, just because like if they play Mihawk, their swings are just gonna be Kiku here, and then like 8 at life. So if we can peel off into, I was hoping we could draw into a Apis or a other Kaya to protect the Nami, but we couldn't, which is fine. Alright, I'm not gonna let this Kaya go to protect her, so yeah, you're good to resolve that. Yep, making the Nojiko can't rest? Okay, interesting. We do still have to take this. I can't bounce the Mihawk, sadly. I can bounce a Kaya, though, which I will do. So now we need to, like, peel off first to have bricks to pitch for Kaya, or we can just actually play the... playing the Nami's weird because they just freeze it with Mihawk again. So I actually don't think that's a good use of our Dawn. You pitch a rubber band, draw 2. Boodle, this Mihawk is annoyingly strong unless we have multiples of stuff, because they can swing and we can't rest our Boodle. Yeah, this hand, I don't hate it. I think we do need to hold up our Dawn just on the off chance they have like a DMG. We still want to be able to gavel out of something. Because they can even just like, yeah, there's the DMG. They have a second one. I think we're cooked though. Because now it's weird because they can just like swing 10, rest a Dawn to restand 3. So to say restand 2, that'd be a 8. So 5, 7, 8. They can go like 10, 7, 8. Yeah, I guess digging for another DMG is probably the move for them as well. Tashigi, that's fine. It's not a DMG, so that's really what matters. Yep, rest that for the Dawn. Can do, yeah, like 7, 8, 10. Which we can get out of. Because, yeah, that's 11. What does our next turn look like, though? So we draw for turn. We have 2 extra cards in hand. So get on to 3, go to 7. Do they swing 8? 2k is useful. This is interesting, because now we can bluff not having anything. Because, yeah, they swing that. Another Apis is a little annoying. Just because it means we aren't really doing anything with it. Now the better question is, do I pitch an Apis to this instead to hold up rubber band for like our next turn? How much is, what do we have left? We have these 2 Pilafs. All 4 Pilafs are gone. 1. We still have 1 Kaya in deck. We have 1 U, 2 U. Okay, so our deck is 1 Kaya, 1 U for relevant stuff. One, possibly one Zeph. I don't really want to think about hangers. I guess so. Okay, so we're gonna be gaveling to 11 deck. Alright, so let's... Okay, so gavel, pitch something, and then we're pitching Apis no matter what. So let's pitch the Apis just to make our thought process easier. Gavel here. Actually, do you think I need to do this in case I need to, like, you draw 2 and then Apis try to dig for something? So yeah. Mill, Nami, Nojiko, that's good. We didn't know anything we wanted to not mill, per se. $3,000 worlds, perfect. That's an easy pitch target. Oh. Meant to swing into the Perona. That's the smallest of misplays, but that's okay. Alright, you pitch 3,000 worlds, draw 2. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Kaya. Draw that and that. Okay, so let's say we... Oh, okay, I think I see our line. So we pitch you and you. Okay, so we can hanger for one more card. Okay, so let's say we like play hanger. We play Apis. We find our U. We play the U. Well, that would require us pitching the hanger, though. How many hangers do I have left? I've used 1. 2. 1, 2. 3. Okay, so theoretically, well, I guess it's actually better to play out the hanger first because, well, I guess that's kind of requisite on us hitting the U, because if we U, we'd have to pitch the gavel anyway. So it's like Apis, pitch both gavels. We do find the U. So we have 5 in deck. U's gonna be drawing us these 2. Well, U will be drawing us something in gavel. And then hanger will be pitching for other gavel 2-2. So we're basically just banking on them not having exactly DMG again, which I think is a fine place to be in. It's literally just kind of pray at this point. Because they have already used 1. Ah, damn. GG's. You know, we played to our outs and they had it. Alright. Starting off with a loss, that's totally okay. Just because that was a very good game, especially near the end there. Always fun calculating out stuff like that. Oni Posty. Alright. See, they're on Twitch, go follow them. Opening hand. This doesn't really do a lot with 2 draw triggers in hand. I'll ship it. 1 draw trigger Kaya. 3,000 worlds can remove stuff like the Nami, which is good, so I'm not inclined to immediately pitch it. Do I play a second Kaya though for velocity? Probably. Yeah, because we just pitch these guys, and then we peel offing next turn, hold up a gavel. Swing 8, that's fine. Hey, we bounce a Kaya, even better. Hell, I could even play the Kaya, although it's like, we risk getting pudding, but then they don't have a good 5-down play anyway, so I think that's fine. We're kind of like approximately where we want to be on the cards per, yeah, exactly. Because now we can counter out of her, because Vivi only protects from KOing. So we can just like bang, pitch you, trash 2, mill a peel off. That's a little sad, but it could be worse. Get out of here. I think I am inclined to you though, just because we have a pitchable 2K in hand. Can pitch the Nami as well. It's not too bad. We'll see how they attack. It's possible they just play a Beckman to pop the Kaya and then swing Beckman. Oh, they're swinging 7. Okay. I think I do want to counter out of this. Because they could just have, like, they could swing 9 or they could just play a 4 cost. But if they didn't play a 4 cost, then they were swinging 9, so countering out of that's better. 3,000 Worlds, no. Might 3,000 Worlds you, though. Well, actually, let me just swing into you first, just to get a card out of your hand. Awesome. Now we get you out of here. It's kind of cool that they can play this. Give it Dawn. Okay, so you pitch the Kaya, draw 2. Another 3,000 Worlds, not terrible. I think I do want a Kaya though. And I don't think we play a 3,000 Worlds as much as I kind of want to. Just because they're going to start, this is where they start slamming big guys every turn. Like, this is probably a Rayleigh turn. I'm not sure what, if there's any 9 cost they run, or Beckman too, that's fine, yeah. Yeah, and then if you take Nami's fine-ish. Oh, you is even better though. I think I will pitch the Nami. Peel off is good, and Kaya is good. I could play a hanger. I think I will actually, just to get 1 card deeper. It might end up mattering in the long run. We still have pitch fodder for Gavel, and it does force them to think about dealing with it. Alright, so they go, what, like 10-12, I guess? Peel off trigger is very timely, thank you. Yep, 10-12. Okay, what's the play here? So, we're going to 11. Let's do another check of what's left. 1 peel off, 2 peel off, 3 peel off. All 4 peel offs are used. We've got 2 Kayas in play. 1 in trash, so 1 Kaya left, 1 U, 2 U, 3 U. Alright, so we've got 1 Kaya, 1 U. Still have our hanger. One. Haven't used any Gavels, so the play could be like Gavel pitch to 8. Well, how many, better question is how many draw triggers I have. So if all 4 peel offs have been used, 1 rubber band, 2 rubber band. No, 3 rubber band. Okay, so there is a chance this is a draw trigger. I think I just want to do 1 Gavel, see what we mill. Mill, Kaya, Nami, that sucks. Alright, so this hanger represents a card, this hanger represents a card. So we're going to 9, 8, 7, theoretically 6, 5. Apis is kind of a 4th. Wait, this just kind of turns into dig for you, the game. I can Apis to turbo dig for, that gets us to 6, then 4. So Apis, pitch you, not you, I mean, this is just turning into the 1 Jello Apocalypse bit. Alright, so that's, well, Alright, so what does this look like if I play hanger first? Hanger. Apis gets us to 5. If I play the hanger first, you has to pitch the gavel, so I think I'm inclined to Apis first. And I don't actually think I can get away with playing the hanger, unfortunately. We don't find it, but we do find the Zeph. Alright, so we've got 7, 6. Alright, so Zeph mills 2, which is going to be these 2. We bounce the Kaya, which is going to get me these 2. So Zeph's going to mill the U. Yep. Play Kaya. Pitch to... similar situation as before, we're fading any sort of bottom deck. Just put 17 on, just put all 10 on Beckman, you know you want to. Yeah, that's what I like to see. GG's. Would they have anything they could have done? Nami wouldn't have got them anywhere. Same with Pudding. Yeah, awesome. Alright, 1-1 so far. Feeling good. You love to see it. Streaming kind of late night, so less people on in queue. Just kind of chilling, listening to the music right now. All right. Blue, yellow, boa. We go second. This hand is not bad, honestly. I'll take it. It's got 5 decent cards. Do play a single Goku, which is, I guess, just Dukes for the 4 cost. Okay, that's fine. We can pitch the Zaf, draw 2, and pass. Got some good cards for down the line. If they swing 8, I'm taking, and then, oh, they play a Marguerite. Okay. Grab the 9 cost. That's a little annoying, but fine. Trash Rand, which is good, which could mean they have a second one, though. In that case, I'll counter out. Let's Kaya, draw 2. I think I actually keep the Zeph this time. Just because in case they do play Marguerite, because they don't have anything, I'd rather be able to bounce her with Zeph, probably. Because that's if they like play Marguerite, swing 7. Nope, they play Boa. Which I have no way of dealing with as of current. But in this case, we can just play Zeph for Kaya. Or honestly, I could even mill 1. No, I'd rather do it this way. That changes things. This just gets rid of a body. I am having to play it a little safe, which is annoying. Now there's a chance they can go like Rand Marguerite and then swing 2-6. And I'm forced to take a life. Next turn they're bowing me down to 2. Yeah. I feel like this more than some of the other matchups is one that you really actually need to see your Nami searchers in and see them early. So there's an argument towards me mulliganing that hand. I guess there's also an argument towards me just not 3000 worldsing the boa and playing the peel-offs instead. Get through the deck a bit quicker and then like tank the attack and weaken 3000 worlds on our 8 Dawn turn. Go like 3000 worlds, peel off. Stuff like that. 2 into 0. Yep, we gotta take that. Kuma, that's fine. Can't do anything about that. Yep, 6 we have to take, unfortunately. Gavel trigger. I think I'm gonna need that gavel. Try to deal with. Yeah, I might try to. I don't know. Deal with. Draw 2. Play the Kaya just to get down back to 6 in hand. Play the Buddha as a blocker is pretty good. Because we can like. If they play the Boa, yeah, Dune Bam. We can 1k out, and then 2k, 1k, I guess? Oh, they just don't even swing with Kuma, okay. I mean, I won't say no to that. I guess that could mean they have multiple, like, femurs up, I guess. Ran. I probably should have pitched the Zeph, actually, thinking back on that. I say retrospectively, even though I literally just did the move. Ah, yep, searchful femur. Ooh. This is where they just go femur, 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 and I die. That's also annoying. Because it means they can femur and still get stuff through. Okay. Sure. Oh, glad we countered with that. Mill peel off though, that sucks. This is weird. I'm probably supposed to keep gaveling out. No, nothing. And then, yeah, we can boodle once because we know they have a femur, so they will need multiple to take full advantage of that. Oh, this is rough. So the Gorgon Sisters just makes the math a lot worse for us in general. Really, it's just we hope they don't have multiple femurs. If they play a 9-cost Boa, what happens? They can't femur. Nope, just Marguerite. Are you frighten me? Okay, that's only a counter event. That's fine. Yeah. Shakuyaku. Okay, sure. Well, what are you? Promo code. Okay, sure, that's fine. Alright, so they can swing 5. I'll pitch 6. Sure. 7, I'll block. Yeah, that's fine. Take nothing. Yeah, okay. Alright. We're gonna need a bunch of runners, basically. That's a start. Yeah, I think I do need to pitch the Epis just to see what else I can draw into. Kaya. Bah, do I have any peel-offs left? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so it's like I Apis for peel-off. I peel off, I have 3 in deck. That does nothing for me. I guess we can just be mildly frightening with it. We're gonna lose, so let's just do some funny with it. We'll get him scared. Yep. GG's. Spocker Hina I'm seeing in a couple blue decks nowadays. It is kind of scary just because they can invalidate our boodles as well. got a new game up. Now we wait. Another one. It's the same exact person. We meet again. Come on, Nami. No Nami. Damn. Greetings. Yeah, well, this is just a pass because it's not worth apping on one. You pitch Nojiko because we have the 3,000 worlds. Play a Ranua, you want it? Yeah. Get out of here. And you also get out of here. So we, oh, just kidding. We are on 5 Dawn, that's right. So we Kaya instead. Oh man. I think I'm gonna pitch an Apis just so I can actually hold on to these boodles for later. Another Ran. That's messed up. I could bounce the Ran, it's not worth it. So this is like a peel off. Now I can bounce the Ran though. Make him keep replaying her. Alright. Kinda hoping for some draw triggers eventually. Alright, Boa and Ran, that's fine, because we just have to take... Ooh, draw trigger. Speak of the devil, there we go. Now the better question is, what do I 3,000 worlds? I think it's the Ran, because that's free Dawn advantage. Kaya, pitch these guys. Nami and Boodle? Yeah. $6K at life. I will just rubber band out of that. Milligavel, that sucks. Another 6 at life. I will block because I have a second blocker in hand. Go digging. Hit technically something. Well, we have 2 gavels and 2 gavel pitch targets, so could be doing worse, I guess. Shakyaku, sure. I'm really tempted to block, but I can't. Well, maybe I could have just to not have to deal with something like this. I will bounce the Kaya here. Alright, 3,000 worlds I don't think will do a lot. It does get rid of a body, but let's see what we can find off the Nami. Peel off or a third gavel. So we're... I think we just kind of have to hope the peel off sets us up. Maybe we could have tried to math that out a little bit better, see where it overall gets us. Because now we get to 4 and 2. Now we're just kind of in hope they don't have 2 femurs land. Got some 2Ks to counter out of small attacks, which is good. Oh no, swing with your bow. Damn, okay. Alright, no blocks. Gavel. Mill, nothing. That's fine. We know our bottom 4 is like U, Zeph Hanger, Zeph. So we just need to get down to 4 is the thing. Yeah. Yeah, I think I use 2k here, because it means unless they have double femur, we can block this boa, take this hit. Mill appeal off, that sucks. Yeah, I was like, I know they're thinking about should they do that or not. Oh, U is perfect. Draw 2. Oh, never mind. I guess we had one more search after that. I don't remember what all it was, though. That's the annoying thing. So I think the play is... Well, okay, so if we pitch these two, we can Zeph back a Kaya for 3, Kaya to 1, and then you, that's 5, 7, 8 Dawn. Perfect, okay. GG's. We win on the rematch. You'll love to see it. Alright. 2-2 so far. I'm gonna give it a sec, just so that we don't play the same guy for the 3rd time in a row. Up Luffy, okay. Yeah, I guess you are relevant with Roger promo now. I think we do keep this hand. There's no draw triggers, and there is a turn 1 Nami. If they have a Zoro Juro on 3 Dawn, we can bounce it. And the Zeph means that we can bounce it twice, theoretically, even though we are going to take this first hit. There is one. Awesome. Well, let's swing with you first. Grab a rubber band, that's fine. Ooh, chat. Hello, Golgothus. Yeah, up Luffy going away would be very nice. I couldn't tell you how much of a pain it is in the 14 or EBO3 meta, though. It is just kind of a generically strong leader. But how's your night going? 6 and Nami, that's fine. We can't do anything about that. The Zoro Juro, however, we can do something about in the funny way. Milanami, that's fine, whatever. Now I have to make him actually think about Zeph. Well, that's a way to think about Zeph. I will be bottom decking you, though. This guy is not swinging, which I will happily be fine with. Crazy how much he gets nerfed and returned. Yeah, thanks for hopping in. But yeah, I'm just playing some good old Promo Nami. I will cope on this deck until it dies, which it realistically will in OP15 when half the deck rotates out. They bottom decked our Zeph, which is fine. A little annoying, but fine. Pitch you and you. Play Nami. Play actual you. That never gets confusing. Play the Zeph again. So Promo Nami is the eroded version of the original Blue Nami. Here, I'll pull it up on the screen for you. The restriction is that you can only play East Blue cards. Outside of that, it's the exact same leader. But the restriction really limits the card pool. To the point where, as of current, with no knowledge of what OP15 is going to bring, it is slated to be a set that supports East Blue, so hopefully that is specifically blue East Blue cards, and we get some more cards. But with as things currently are, once rotation happens, we will not have a full 50 cards to play in the deck anymore. 8 to life. I think I actually do counter out of this. And like, oh, well, that sucks. Yeah, it's a lot of super specific use cases, which is pretty much most of the cards in the deck. Obviously, like, we've still got the good cards, like Kaya. The U from EBO 3 is what really makes the deck playable again, outside of its current state, which is just, for lack of a better word, bad. Yeah, we set up like that. Play the Boodle. Just because U gives you a lot more draw power and filtering. Peel off and another Boodle. And I guess hope they don't have like a 3000 Worlds. Because hopefully this blocks all their attacks. Draw a Giant, that's fine. Even a Red Rock I'd be okay with. I'm trying to think of what all I could even do that would hurt us. Double God Thread? But even then that still mills us too? I don't know. Yeah, it is nice kind of seeing her being more lore accurate. I just hope that we get, you know, more cards for the deck that make her, you know, lore accurate in a way that is also relevant. Like, it would be cool to see her. What kind of my assumption is that the East Blue support for the deck is going to be very like Arlong focused. Especially because like the Searcher Nami art is with her being a navigator. Alright, pitch a card. I'll pitch the Nojiko. Trash to mill up. Peel off Gavel, that sucks. Okay, we're gonna have to do something crazy here. So that's 11, 9, 7, 5. Don't remember what all's on the bottom of our decks, but it's gonna need to be something good. Along with no more bottom decking from our opponent. Guess if I really need to, I can see what's left with Apis. We have 3 Kayas. I guess I should theoretically know what all the bottom decked. I know they've bottom decked a Boodle and a Zeph. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We've used all 3 peel-offs. Or we've used 3 peel-offs, so we have 1 left. How many rubber bands are left? Right, 1, 2, 3. And that's 1, 2, 3. No rubber bands are left. Okay, so there's a peel-off. Well, I believe there's a peel-off and a Kaya left. And a Gavel, actually, yeah. So the play is play Apis, pitch 2. Grab the Kaya. We're going to be drawing into the peel-off, but we are going to have to pitch it. And really just hope that our opponent somehow has no more bottom decking. And that we... Yeah, if they have no bottom decking, we win because we'll take a life and then Gavel. They do have bottom deck, we lose, which has weirdly been how like half our games have come down to tonight. Sanji, sure, that's fine. It'd be funny if this last card was an Imagoner, so we can bounce their Roger to annoy him. Theme deck, yeah, it could be interesting if they do it like Green Yellow Arlong. I will say Green Yellow Arlong, while it did have some East Blue stuff, a lot of the East Blue stuff was like pretty low cost or pretty low power just because we were in a lower power format at the time. I say that even though like Newgate was an insane deck. Ah, they red rocked me. We're cooked. Jeez. But nowadays, Arlong is just basically every good green/yellow trigger character plus, yes. But yeah, it'll, like, especially with the OP14 Jinbei being mono blue, it does kind of open them up to printing more Fishman for that. So I don't know if they'll really do it. My kind of hope is it'll be like a blue plus some other color leader, but all the support for it's in blue. It definitely won't be blue yellow Nami because that already exists. I could see like blue green Zoro to take advantage of the Mihawk Slash stuff because that's also East blue. Or a lot of that is East blue. Even though we do have blue green Zoro Sanji and blue green Sanji, actually that would be kind of thematic to make it blue green Zoro then, but have all the support for it be blue so that Mihawk can't additionally take advantage of it. Yeah, that'd be interesting actually. That's gonna be my new cope idea for OP15, which is the East blue stuff is gonna be a blue green Zoro, but all the support for it is blue instead of green Slash, which is just the norm for all their kind of green slop piles nowadays. But yeah. Anyways, enough tangenting about Nami. Playing against Ace now. Okay. Draw a Jozu, that's fine, if not a little annoying. Sure, that's fine, whatever. Hope my decision to pitch the 3000 Worlds wasn't a bad one, because they could play like a Marco or Atmos this turn. If they swing 10 though, that's infinitely good for us. Hell, I'd even take, yeah, like a Searcher and then swing 9. Because all that means is they're just going to Jozu bounce. Draw Yamato, sure. We take Gavel. I would bounce Kaya, but I'm going to bounce it with Zeph this turn anyway. Which feels weird because I know he's going to get Jozu'd. It's more so that, like, he doesn't get 2 cards back in hand, he just gets the 1. Guess it does make it a little odd because I'll be at 9 cards in hand, so I'm probably gonna have to pitch an Apis to play around Pudding. Or yeah, play an Apis to not pitch an Apis, play an Apis to play around Pudding. Swing 6, I'll 2K out. Does reduce our hand a bit, which is nice, and we still have an Apis to do all that jazz with. Do I peel off first though? Yeah, why not? Apis, pitch you guys. Grab a Gavel's pretty good. Can peel off into Hanger, Rubber Band near the end game. I like that play. Let's Hanger, pitch a Boodle. Because now if they swing Izo into it as just a straight up 0 cost, because they probably want to Ion Whitebeard this turn, we can protect it with Zeph and either get another Hanger out or get another or force another swing onto it. Also, we got 4 viewers. How's everyone's night going? It's getting a little late for me, so I don't know how long I'll keep doing this, but the vibes are definitely pretty solid right now. 27 in deck, 4 life. Good grip of cards. Game is going alright so far. Obviously, if they can chain new gates, they'll kind of snowball for them, but hopefully we can snowball just a bit faster than them. I guess actually something I didn't consider is if they I am Whitebeard into block your beard and give 2 Dawn to Ezo, then they can swing it a hanger. Nope, we're good. Awesome. Do they take the life though? They probably should, yeah, just to get the massive swing. 7 life. I'll counter out while I can. Milikaya's rough. 10 life, sure. Didn't even swing. Okay, interesting. Well, now this is weird. Not really weird, actually. I just played 2 Namis. You. He is gonna kill one with Newgate, which is annoying. How hard does using Pudding disrupt your gameplay? It really just depends on how many cards we have in hand. Like, obviously, putting from any numbers, well, from any number 5 and above is annoying. Once we get to like 7 cards and above, it sucks because that's 2 more cards a deck we have to get through. Really, the most disruptive part though is like situations like these where we're leaving, 2 Dawn open, kind of signaling we have probably 1 to 2 counter events, or we're hoping to get 1 out of life. Pudding just making us shuffle that back in, even from like 5 to 6 cards, is annoying because it disrupts A, what's in our hands, what we've planned for counter, and B, what we know is on the bottom, because with stuff like Nami searches or Apis searches, we can stack the contents of our deck for the late game, and shuffling that in is kind of a pain. I will gavel out here, mill 2 rubber bands, a little annoying, but that's fine. Yeah, it's all about position, exactly. And this is where they like, oh, they don't even, what the heck? What are you doing? 10 cost Roger, I guess? That's my only thought on what this could be, yeah. In that case, the move is to gavel here and then still take the hit. Alright, so you go grab a peel off. That's good start. And the reason I'm setting up like I did on the bottom just there is you into Kaya is better than Kaya into you, because if we somehow get to a point where you is the only card in our hand, we can raw play it and then immediately draw 2. Whereas if Kaya is the only card in our hand, we draw 2, pitch 2, and then we have 0 in hand. So you Kaya is the bottom 4 now. So that means we have 9 cards to get through, which Nami Search can get through 1, or Nami Search moves down 5. Then we have peel off Kaya Kaya. You Kaya, that's 7, 8 for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cards. I really need this Nami Search to hit, which it does. We have another U, which is always good. It is kind of interesting how the win state is declared. The fact that it can happen in the middle of combat is what I think makes it interesting as well. Oh, this hanger actually helps us out so much more than I realized, because that 1 extra card will make a difference in the long run. Because yeah, we're already at the U. Oh, actually, I guess we need to play the Kaya now then. Yeah, let's pitch you guys. You pitch that. Okay, yeah, we get there now because we can U 1 more time, pitch that, draw 2, and then play a Kaya. GG's. Yes, yeah, the counter event that can cause you to draw and you deck out winning. That was one of the things I liked about old Nami, just like, you're, you know, like, I don't know, 5 cards in deck, but you've got 7 Dawn up, 5 in hand, you can just go like White Snake, Level of Mellow, Gavel, Rubber Band, and your opponent who's swinging 20,000 at you is like, well, you got me. It was a lot more fun back then. To be fair, it is still fun now. It's just, you know, much harder to eke out games. Yeah, RIP. It's a lot harder to eke out games. You have to put a lot more thought into it. It's a lot more bricky, where like you really need to see, you know, a lot of your Use, Kaya's, Pilaf's, Buddha. I haven't seen you in forever. Okay, this will be interesting. Exactly, yeah, there's also a lot of skill involved. Even though you could say there's not, just because kind of a big part of old Nami was just, you know, do I get lucky on my triggers? I do, yay. And now that's harder to do because we only have 8 in the deck as compared to the 16 we had before. They play a Searcher Nami, I'm bottom decking it. Well, am I? What do you do? New card? All of your green Straw Hats get 4,000 power, will be KO'd, you may rest on your characters instead. Interesting, okay. In that case, I think I'll wait for a 5 cost. This one's a little weird just because I don't really like these mills. That's true, there were a lot of film cards in 13. Apparently there's even more in 14. There's also that, I don't remember if it's like a promo or an EVO4 or even an EVO3 Nami that's like a 4-cost blocker, but you rest 2 of your opponent's 8 costs and then restand 5 Dawn. Obviously it's meant to be like a RG Leaf card, but it is also film, so you can run it with Nami. I think I'm actually probably supposed to hold up this 3,000 Worlds on the off chance that what they play next is a 5-cost Sanji. And then we just kind of take our, well, they play 5-cost Sanji, put all their Dawn on Uda. They can swing 3 here, I can counter out, and then they just swing 7 to life. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Because, yeah, this only protects from KO. Chopper. Okay, on place that 2 Dawn is active. Fair enough. I am going to take this so that I can protect the Nami as needed. Yeah, they do swing into him, so we get the counter out. Yeah, we pitch the Nojiko. I get to swing 5 into you because you're not a blocker. You don't have any inherent protection. Force out the counter, which is good. We can grab a Pilaf because I've got the Rubber Band protection in hand. Get out of here. I could even play another Kaya. The issue is I like all the cards in my hand, so I would probably be pitching what I draw, and I don't want to draw something good to get rid of. Hody Jones. I forgot you ran that card. But damn, that's fucked up. Because now we just have to deal with the Hody Jones. OP3 on KO, rest 2 of your opponent's cards. Yeah, true. Well, the issue is that on KO, they can just kind of play around it by not KOing it. And obviously that does leave you with, like, you know, an attack for every turn, which is not irrelevant. And this is where they play the second Hody and rest with my blockers, and I'm sad. Knock on wood, knock on wood. Nope, just another chopper. That's fine. Oh, it's close enough. But yeah, this is the Nami I was talking about. It is OP14. Okay. The fact that she doesn't freeze is partially nice, I guess. I think I do pitch the Rubber Band here because I want to play a Nami just to try and get a little something going. Just hope they don't have multiples of these. Pilaf is good. Kaya. I think I will Nojiko the Chopper because it's a bigger body. You're only at 2,000 power, yeah. Alright, just need them to not have... Okay, you're searching, that's fair. I'm invincible, okay. Well, they definitely can set up for a big turn here. Especially if they have another Nami or another Hody. Well, I guess Nami's better because you get to go 8-8 with Uda. Or honestly, even Hody might be better just because 5-5 is relevant because we don't get White Snake anymore. It is a little weird that White Snake was just a Navy card and not a East Blue card because I think it happens when they're in the East Blue. I would love a White Snake in this deck. But I kind of get why we can't have it. I think I'm going to pitch the Apis because I want to Zeph back Akaya. Another Chopper, sure. What do you do? No rest. Ugh. That's a pain. Plus they just established some big bodies, which sucks. Mill to you, which also sucks. I think I need to pitch the Boodle here because I'm going to need cards in hand to pitch these Gavels, or to use both these Gavels on. 7, I'm going to get the block out of the way while I still can. No, another you, that's tough. Alright, so what's their play? Like 6, 8, 9, 9, 9, no, 7. I have to take, unless they make this a 9, then I'm cooked. But yeah, they do. Okay. They can go 10, 10, or 7, 7, 7. Which either way I can't get out of with the I'm invincible. Yeah. Grab the Sanji, sure. Oof. I'll gavel without pitching anything. GG's. But yeah, definitely an interesting deck. Oh yeah, I guess this Zoro was filmed too. They really just did get a lot of good cards. And like some of the stuff like this Robin, wrestling a Nami, impactful. Luffy wasn't really super impactful this game. He got to swing into the Nami because I couldn't use the Boodles due to the Hody. I think I'll jam. This is going to look like a blank screen to you guys, but let me check the leaderboard real quick just so I can see what my match history has looked like today, because I've been bad at keeping up. Eastern, okay. So we just lost there, one there, lost there, one there, lost there, one there, lost there, lost there. So that's 1, 2, 3 wins, 5 losses. Bleh. Not the best night for ranked. Actually, I think one of those was before I started streaming, so I wonder if this does say how long I've been streaming. It does, an hour. So so I'm 3 and 4 on the night. Purple Dofi, alright. This guy's been annoying because he gets to play... I'm blanking on the name, I'm sure he'll play him turn 1. It's the like 1 cost 2k that he can be redirected into. Oh, he plays a Sugar, okay. That's totally fine by me. I'm more than fine with him actually playing the Sugar because Nami can effectively swing into it. Grabs the 8 cost Dofi. Very good card for the list, unfortunately. Swing 7 at life. I think I will counter out here, and for that, this sucks. I will pitch the Nojiko just because they have the inherent protection with Virgo, who is harder to deal with. Send Nami in, grab a peel off is always good. Probably counters. I think I am just supposed to like Dawn up here, swing into her, because he either lets her die, or yeah, he redirects so I get a mill. And then we play a blocker. Yeah, minusing the Dawn to take a life. I don't know if that's the best strategy, especially because it cuts him off of his 5-cost curve, which he could like play a 5-cost Monet, get to 6, and then next turn play the 8-cost Dofi. Grabs another Dofi. Okay, so when he gets to the Dellinger, this is the guy I'm talking about. I hate this man. I think I will take that. Awesome, because now I can say get the fuck out of here. Send into Sugar again. Grab another peel off. So that's like draw 2. Hanger draws 1. Yeah, I guess we'll set up like this. A little annoying, but do the same deal. Does he minus a Dawn or does he let it die? He does not let it die. Guess if you want to get searches off, fair enough, but I feel like there's better ways of going about it, I guess. Like, I'll take the free Dawn minusing. He's way behind on curve, even though he does have a brick of a hand. Yep, there's the Monet. So now he can redirect into her, which is why I kept this Nojiko. I say definitely having kept the Nojiko because of that chance. Milling a U sucks, but we're honestly doing all right here. This does make things a little weird. Not really, actually, because now, because he didn't rest the Sugar, we just get to swing into Nami with no, or swing in with Nami with no consequences. I will set it up like that, though. Yeah. So now we can, like, 3,000 Worlds U, peel off, and then, yeah. She'll die. But I will protect her while I can. Obviously, if he swings Dofi into her, I'm not doing anything, but... Oh, rubber band for free? Sure. Don't mind if I do. Let's see what he plays. Does he play the Virgo? He does not. Okay. Kill the Nami. Just thinking... Yep, kill the Nami. Fine by me. 3,000 Worlds is fucking great. Rest of Dawn, out of Dawn. Okay. That's interesting. So he can, like... If I do try to swing to clear something, he can add it on and then minus it for lead effect. So I'm not super interested in that case. I will... 3,000 Worlds though, so you don't have an immediate target. Well, now I can't this turn because I would need to have... one thing to think about kind of for this deck is when you're playing you need to have, including you, 6 cards or less in hand if you want to activate her immediately, which I think you always do. You don't want to leave her on board for resting or bouncing or KOing or anything like that. So you always need to have 6 or less in hand. So sometimes it's worth it to like play out a hanger and not activate his effect so that you can play you, draw 2, and then hopefully draw another brick to pitch off of hanger. Or, yeah, just like playing characters out, even if they don't really have major effects, just to get to hand size for you. I probably should have gavelled there so that I can follow the words that I'm saying for myself. Play a Monet, sure, whatever. Do you swing 8? Please swing 8. Only swinging 5, that's fine in that case. I think I will still gavel. Mill, nothing important. Awesome. Oh, okay. I'll take the sit. Yeah, we're fine. I think you pitch Boodle? That feels weird. I don't know if I totally agree with that, but here we are. Draw, play Nami. I think I actually do just swing into Dellinger. See if he minuses it on, takes a hit. He probably does, or even just minuses it on. No, he just takes it. Okay. That's one less pseudo attacker here. Ramping him to 10 doesn't matter. Honestly, searching him to 10 doesn't matter either. Treble. Madonna's. Okay, so it's a opponent's turn kit that's also at 2k. Fair enough. Yeah, we passed turn. We got 3 life, 2 gavels in hand, a Nami. He can't feasibly kill us this turn. No, he just literally can't kill us this turn because I don't think there's any sort of like purple rushers he could even play. So we just kind of take our hits. Guess you could like the new 10 cost Dofi, which would like pop the Nami. But even then, that's kind of fine. I can bounce a Dofi back to hand. I think I actually like that play. Makes him decide if he wants to replay it or not, or just keep swinging big. Alright, I need to plan out what my next turn looks like. So I play the Kaya. Yeah, he plays the Dofi. He KOs the Nami, I assume. Or he could just say all 3 can't attack, which is more feasible, really. Has the same effect, but kind of plays around more situations. Yep, there we go. Alright, so Kaya represents 2, Zeph represents 2, Kaya represents 2 more. That's 7 Dawn, that's 2/2/9 Dawn. I'm just going to play it out. If I find a Kaya, then we're fine. Well, you is also more interesting, actually, because you is the same amount of cards for less Dawn. Kind of similar situation, though. How many Kayas do I have left? Or how many Kayas Pilafs in use? So that's 2U, 1 Pilaf, 2 Pilaf, 3 Pilaf, 3U, 4U, 1 Kaya, 2 Kaya. I still have 2 Kayas left in deck. I can just Apis for a Kaya, play the Kaya. Wait, let me make sure again. No Kayas, no Kayas, 1 Kaya. I can theoretically... so it'd be like Kaya, draw 2, pitch 2. Kaya, draw 2, pitch 2. That'd be a 7/5/3. It's a little risky. Does Hanger make it different? So Hanger, pitch that, draw 1. I'm at 7. Apis for the Kaya gets me to 6. Kaya to 4, Kaya to 2. Yeah, that works. Well, so that's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that works. Heading out. Hell yeah. No, absolutely, yeah. But yeah, thanks for hopping in. Have a good night. Oh, another peel off left. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll stack it like this, I guess. Oh, there wasn't a Kaya left. Well, that changes things then. Did I miscount? Oh, don't tell me it's my life. Fuck. Yeah, that's rough. Um, we've been streaming for hour 17. I can fit one more game in me. That was a rough beat with the Kaya in life, but them's the breaks. One thing I probably should start practicing, actually, is just trying to memorize the bottom of my deck again. It was a lot easier. I don't know why, but it was a lot easier with events. I guess because the events, you would know what you would draw into with them when you're countering out versus having to know what you draw into when you're playing on your turn. I don't know, though. Oh, it's the same guy. Okay. We meet again. I'm going to keep saying that to everyone I meet again. I'll keep the sand. We can 3,000 Worlds or Nojiko, whatever he plays, unless it's a Virgo. So hopefully I draw a brick so that I can hold up both, kind of? Just don't have a Dellinger. Fuck, yes, a Dellinger. Curse you! Dellinger the platypus. Dellinger the ram-headed guy. I was gonna say, if he swings Dellinger, it's rough. Ooh, it's less rough. Haha. Boing. And Boodle. If you play a Virgo and Renee, what's the plan? Swing 5. Okay, okay. No blocks. Pitch Kaya. Virgo. Sure, that's fine. Can't deal with you, unfortunately. That was a bad play on my end. Because now I can't you. Well. Guess I didn't really have anything I wanted to pitch to you. I maybe should have just you pitched the 3,000 Worlds. I guess now I can block and gavel pitch. Rosinante, okay. It's any Don Quixote Pirates. That's fine. Yeah, easy block. No lag, that's fine. If he swings with lead, I'm gaveling. He does not swing with lead, so I'm not gaveling. I will Kaya pitch. Can hanger actually, that's kind of interesting. We'll pitch a Zeph because I have 2. And then we'll hanger pitch something. Probably the Boodle. And never punished, haha. What is next turn gonna look like? Peel off Zeph maybe? Probably he swings. He could Dofi here and then like go like 6, 7, 7. Usohashi resting the Budo also kind of makes that invalidated. So now he can go 7, 7, well, 5 into 0. Sure, you got it. Guess that means he can go 9, 10, which is annoying. This Virgo also not being once per your opponent's turn, just once per any turn, is very annoying because I can't trigger a Uragon or Out of Life to remove him, or anyone else really. Swing 9, yep, I'll take. You does make things more interesting. I think I'm actually, yeah, I'm gonna keep the Zeph around. He's probably more my like late game plan. Or late game plan, I guess, if I desperately need to dig. Oh, now we're talking, okay. He can play at 10 cost. So we still have the Boodle. I just hope he doesn't have another Usohachi or anything like that. No, we're at. So this. I don't know what I'm saying. It's getting late. I've had a White Claw. It's a combination. Okay, so. What do these cards represent? Boodle if Boodle blocks, that's 1. We live, we draw for turn, that's 1. So 13, we gavel, that's 2, so 11, 9, 7. Zeph is theoretically 4 for 6 dons, so 5, 3. If we hit anything good out of life, we're doing good. Anything good off draws, we're doing good. If he doesn't rest the Boodle, I'm gaveling out of any attack lower than 9k and blocking any attack upper than 9k. Or 9k and up. Like this one. We mill a rubber band, that's fine. He can swing 9, 10. Yeah, take. Oh, Dellinger, sure. Because now I will. Now that I have pitch fodder, I'll counter out. Bang, bang. Alright, Kaya to start. Pitch 2 breaks, easy. Kaya to keep going. Pitch you. Zeph. Oop. Gotta make sure I'm auto doing those. Alright, and Kaya. Alright, so now we just get there. Alright, we do have to take this hit, which is fine, but now we can just rubber band gavel out. Because I don't think purple has any way of resting Dawn outside of like the 3 cost chopper, I guess, that GP sometimes plays. GG's. Alright. End the night on a win feels pretty good. Our rating has mostly not changed. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to end this off. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. Thanks to everyone who's been watching on YouTube. I know it's been a bit since I've uploaded just because, you know, the stream issues were kind of plaguing me for a bit. But I really appreciate the support. I do, if you got to the end of the video, I apologize for how cursed the thumbnail and title are going to be. But, you know, it popped into my head while I was streaming and we kind of had to do it, so yeah.